Well, I'm pretty excited. Tim reluctantly got in front of the camera because one of the things we like to do is film students with boats. So you fit that category.
I do.
What do we got here?
Okay, it's a Sam Devlin design. It's a surf scooter 22 foot in the pilot house configuration. She was built in 2003. It was a homemade boat, and I acquired her last May, and so less than a year now, and just pulled her out of the water for the first time a few days ago. So.
Exactly. So the question kind of is to repair and save, what to do with this boat, because it turns out, we'll tell the story, it's Craigslist, right? You never.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was Craigslist.
As is,
boat.
where is?
Yeah. The guy apparently had 2 boats and was moving out of town, can only keep one, and need to find a new home for her. So she's well equipped. The value is we saw in the equipment, but she sure has a lot of character. Turns out a lot of rot too. So we're gonna try and figure out if it's worth it.
You know, Clifton, former Skallywag, down there in Florida, he's going to be watching this. He says that wooden boats are infinitely rebuildable. Look at the Tally Ho.
I was just going to say, the Tally, all you need is a transom.
So I think this is a brilliant design. It's got like 1,000 hour, it's got a really beautiful Yanmar diesel.
Yes.
And a sail drive.
Right.
And it's got electronics and diamond sea glaze windows. And of course, Sam, friend of ours, great design. We can't go wrong with the design.
Oh yeah, she's great in the water, so.
Good on you. First thing you did is just went out and run it, right?
Yeah, use it while it was in the water. Why not?
You went crabbing last summer, did a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
and so
she's fun.
The question, we've been poking around, we got Schweitzer out here, banging and clanging, is it savable?
Right.
And it's recorded, okay. He's a surveyor. We got Mike Schweitzer here. You're making the big bucks now. You start tapping.
How much does each tap cost?
Penny a tap.
What did you pay for this boat?
I got it for $3,000.
See, that's a steal.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, my wife says that, you know, my glass is always overflowing. It's never half empty.
Right, yeah. I kept telling my wife, the value is not in the aesthetics, so.
No, it's got a propane fireplace. It's got a stove. It's got AC and DC panels. The nice engine. It goes
electric
on and
head
on.
and all this. So yeah, it just keeps going.
So it's good, but. Okay, that is pretty clever. All right, we've got, there it is, 1,030 hours, Yanmar. Pumps, look at all of this stuff. Shore power, inverter.
So what Sam 1 did you have?
Sam 121.
Refrigerator.
I thought it'd be have enough cabin to use it the way I wanted to, but it was too much of a compromise, so I ended up selling it. Was it?
Very nice.
Too small to do what I wanted and too big to. I figure what steam drive that is.
Here's the problem. We've put together a hypothesis. Why does it have some rot?
Well, it appears as though one of the owners, because there's been at least a couple owners since it was originally built, had made some modifications. And
finger trouble by owners.
Yes, exactly. And maybe some of those modifications, including putting holes in the wood and didn't adequately seal it up afterwards. So water has gotten in, and looks like the rot has set in. So
yeah, and so I think we surmise that hatch probably wasn't always there.
Probably not.
And because the majority of the rot spawns from that hatch across the deck and down the sides.
Right.
It almost exclusively stops at the rub rail here.
Right.
So, and fore and aft is good, less good, and then good again. It's the same thing up here.
Yeah.
So My idea, of course, ideas are easy. I'm not doing the work or paying the bills. But I think this boat is totally salvageable. I mean, until you cut into it, which I had a drill motor out earlier. I was about to start. And
I got nervous.
he said, no, not quite yet. So
Too soon.
Too soon. Well, we'll get there. But I think about 6 feet opening from here up, across, and down.
Right.
And I think you're going to be in good shape. You have woodworking skills. You have tools.
Made sawdust before, yeah.
Yeah, so I think, I mean, electric winch, Hank, it's there.
Yeah.
It's just a perfect little boat for our area here to go cruising in.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's V-berth and yeah. So.
It's even got dinner on the bottom.
Yeah, all you can eat mussels, that's for sure. She grows them well.
Yeah,
So.
you'll get another knot out of her if you get rid of that.
Probably more than that, yeah.
So, well, this is what we do. It's just a quick video to show, like, students like to have boats. They take the skills they're learning, they go fix stuff.
Yep.
And hopefully after Tim opens it up, I'll do another little video and you make the decisions of how far do you get into it. Because you could probably scrape the bottom and go crabbing again this summer, but that hole right here, this squishy spot is getting a little.
Yeah, it makes it, you know, I don't even go up to the bow to even drop the anchor. I'm too afraid to. I'll end up back inside the boat.
And then we'll film it when it's all painted up and looking good and back in the water.
Yeah, be excited.
Thanks for sharing your story.
Yeah, thank you for the
and your
opportunity.
boat. Okay.